Communities across the tri-state wage the fight against heroin addiction. Few have a tougher fight than Middletown.
Overdoses killed 55 people there last year and 40 people already this year, with another 7 suspected. Local 12's Larry Davis joins us live now with how one recovering addict is leading the fight to save lives. Larry.
Hi, Cammie. Well, you know, Middletown is really taking this heroin situation very, very seriously. Over the past several months, they've been having a series of heroin summits where they get experts together from the medical field and also from law enforcement to discuss what to do. One idea is to have some of these current addicts actually work with recovering addicts. And that's where a proposed addiction center that would be located just down the street here would come into play. But there are neighbors here for and against.
It's worse than it's ever been. We have people dying every week.
Ron Ward says that's reason enough for Middletown to do whatever it can to win the fight against heroin addiction. Ward founded Celebrating Restoration, a drug recovery organization which has recovering addicts like himself work with those who can't break free from the addiction of drugs. Now he wants to open a drug intervention and education center on Central Avenue near the heart of downtown.
You know, we've seen success in what we've done. We've assisted over 80 people onto the path of recovery since last year, but yet we've lost some people along the way that we've helped as well.
The Addiction Center would be a grassroots effort to intervene as well as help recovering addicts keep and find jobs. Middletown Health Director Jackie Phillips likes the idea.
They're usually people that have been there and done that. So they're usually past people with addictions, past people with families with addictions, or people that have died. So they have the passion, they have the energy, and they can make things happen pretty quick.
While some business owners along this stretch of Central Avenue are opposed to the idea of having heroin addicts in the neighborhood, others like Steve Davidson with Steve's Trophies and Awards welcomes the Addiction Center.
It's fine with me, you know, just those people need help and get them off the street somehow, because I've had them walk in here before and wanted to bum money, you know.
With heroin claiming so many lives in Middletown, Ron Ward says he would like to see everyone join this fight.
The important thing is, as we get people into treatment, we want to mentor them to get jobs. We want to mentor them to be able to keep the jobs that they currently have.
Hey, Cammie, we mentioned that some businesses here are a little bit concerned about having an addiction center just down the street and who might be walking the streets after hours. Some customers have actually expressed some concern about that. But Ron Ward tells me that this would basically be a daytime situation, not a drop-off center where people would come in at all hours of the night or whatever. It's more of an education, intervention type facility to try to help these people who are addicted to this drug. Live in Middletown, Larry Davis, Local 12 News. Cammie, back to you.
All right, Larry, thank you. Ron Ward says he'd like to see the Addiction Center open sometime next year. The city still has to approve the idea. Ward is set to meet with the Middletown City Manager later this week.